Hello, everybody.
Sit here,
Welcome is Jacket, and welcome to
talk to whoever is hanging around. I mean, I mainly am doing this because
to our not the Solo tournament. No, this is the Story New Game Normal Beginner Tournament. We're here for racing Zombie and YaGalGigi. This is going to be the second round of the bracket, so one of them will be eliminated by the end of this. Now, in the Discord, we are running to get countdown going soon, but as this is a Story New Game Tournament, the racers will only have access to 3 technically different weapons. They'll be able to use their combined pistols and katana. They'll be able to use their separated pistols and the separated katana. All these weapons have 3 different uses, and it's going to be interesting to see how everybody uses them. We were still in a sort of setup phase now. We're getting all set to run, but countdown will be starting shortly here. Okay. Good. But I am very excited to see how this race is going to go. It seems like we have some pretty great contenders today, and I'm very excited to see all that. I don't think I did anything today. This is better. Let's see if I can do one thing here. Any better? We shall see. Yes, see indeed. We're all doing great today. I have just gotten some work, and I am ready for a very, very exciting day. Alrighty, we're starting to count down very soon here, so we'll get all the races going. Of course, this will be a story mode tournament race, because, well, in this case, it's a story tournament. That means that our racers can die at any point just to reset their health, or, of course, if they are in a striking situation, they may find themselves dying in the middle of a boss fight. We'll hope to see none of that today, though. But it looks like we're just about to start. The countdown is finished, and the racers are off very soon. There they are. Looks like Zombie is ready to start, and I believe Gigi will actually be playing on PC. That is interesting. I thought she would usually do it or play on Switch. And we have absolutely barely any delay between the two of them. Off to a great start getting through the hallway area. Now, the thing about Bleed 2, if anyone has not ever seen it before, you get a controlling method of 3 different air dashes, and you can actually control them in any direction that you'd like at any time. Looks like they are going straight for the Shield Invader and getting that instant reflect off on Zombie's end. And GG straight up behind, taking 1 hit in return. Looks like they are even on health right now, so very, very close. That's interesting. I never really thought about the giant bullet right there. I wonder if it has enough time to skip that boss entirely. There's a bit of a very advanced thing that I found recently, sort of recently, where you can actually skip a boss if you reflect an attack at the same time as it spawns. It actually delays the game's thought of the spawning time. So it thinks the boss is dead because he hasn't spawned yet. But we're getting 2 really good reflects right off the bat from Blast Jumper here, our first boss. And there it is, out with no questions whatsoever. Racers are neck and neck outside of level 1. Oh, this is going to be a race for sure. Gigi is actually going to be playing on controller, which will be very interesting to see as far as any kind of aiming differences between the two. In this game, you definitely do want to be aiming and hitting as many targets as you can, so we'll definitely see how that pans out. Let me see if I can increase my volume a bit so I can actually hear. There we are. GG getting a little bit closer than Zombie is. Zombie's just staying back and getting in the safety. I do like it. I think that will allow GG for a bit of a... Oh my gosh. Nope. The delay from Miracore getting reflected backward is just enough for a Zombie to get in the lead. GG actually does pause the game in the middle of the run. So that does actually take off time, so we'll see if that will matter very much. On a level 2, the highway. GG's having a bit of a rough start here. Flying into a few projectiles, but since this is story mode, it does actually reset your health per level. So it seems, and we won't be having so much of an issue with continuous health or anything like that. Zombie's getting in a few good reflex. GG the same. Getting like half and half on the bullet spray there. GG's actually going to get an off-screen, separating them a little bit further by the second. In the highway tunnel, this is a very interesting section to see what people's strategies are in the movement here. GG's going just straight for it. A lot of continuous dashes there. And now we're on to the segment slider fight. Or not segment slider, semi-core. What we really want to be seeing here is this attack that Zombie's seeing. The giant purple missile from the center. Fortunately, GG gets a yellow one, which we can't actually do anything with. But we do get that time where he is just standing still. Very stagnant boss. It's actually really good for the chainsaw in freestyle categories. But going on to this next section. This section can be really tricky, actually, for especially any runners who are starting out. With that sniping invader right there, it can be really tough if you're wanting to go really, really fast and you just don't know the reflect timing. Now here for Valentine, we really got to destroy basically everything she sends at us or dodge them. So, gotta focus on... Really, the big thing about this fight, I think, is getting the aim down and making sure that we do end up clearing out all those projectiles. Very nicely done on Zombie's end. GG gets the 2 red cars. Nails them both, though. Zombie's getting a second... Well, first laser there. Ooh, GG with a near miss on that laser. Zombie looks like he is ready to finish off Val here. GG is following suit. Nice SAS rank. Very good. GG following behind with SBA. Not too bad, just took a few more hits. But again, story mode doesn't matter too much. We have got a bit of an auto-scroller going into level 3 here. The Chase, one of my favorite songs personally. There's a funny moment that can happen in this where if you reflect a certain enemy, we can have one enemy despawn. I don't believe we've had it in Ace. Well, hush my mouth, we just had it on GG's end. one of the enemies can just despawn and die immediately as he spawns in. So I still don't know what the cause for that is, but it's always fun to see. Getting quite a few purples on PBs. No. GG then. Oh, zombies switching to the other side, focusing on some of the birds, which I do like, especially with this lead. GG's taking him out right before. Ooh, I think we've caught up a bit. Okay. Starting into this drone section, it can be really tough to figure out where these are coming from, but they are actually in the same exact place for every single run. So the more you play, the more you know. The more you know. Ooh, close dodge there for GG. Onto this ninja fight. GG is actually starting to do the, actually starting to shoot him while he's actually dashing in. That will gain a lot more DPS on her end. Zombie is going just for the straight reflex. Looks like we are going for the classic casual strat. No katanas here. Well, save for the ninjas. But for most of this ninja fight, we want to be waiting for ninja to attack, and then based on the angle that his sword is pointing, we have to dodge. So anytime that he's not having his sword sheathed away, essentially we can shoot at him. GG is moving on to bullet hell as zombies finishing up. Uh-oh. He's taking a few hits here, going in with Rex Rocket with a bit of a low health situation. Not liking where this is going, but can she handle it out? That's the big question. Looks like she's actually going to be going for it, which is going to be interesting. We shall see. Zombie taking a bit of caution on those rockets coming in. Uh-oh. GG taking a bit of a fall there. About halfway through the boss fight. One hit left. See if she can round it out. Almost backing into that missile there. Alright, and GG's finishing it off with the 1 health win. Nice. And still keeps the lead on Zombie as well. Going into the launch, we've got what I find to actually be one of the trickier platforming areas in this game, honestly. Just getting hit by those outlier bullets, ones that spawn right when you're coming in. I definitely can get that. GG's taking a bit of a high route, so that's pretty good. But avoiding it a bit easier. Zombie's taking a few hits coming in as well, though. Into Chaff Spammer, the one thing that we really want to see is a double reflect attack. So let's see if either of our runners can get it. Zombie does get it, but he just gets 1 reflect out of it. Not too bad, better than none. I think that... Oh, nope. GG's getting 1 too. They are neck and neck here. Oh my gosh. Finishing it at the exact same time. Oh my goodness. Now, this is a section that is very important when it comes to speedrunning this game. As far as any kind of auto-scroller in games, usually they're not really fun for any kind of casual plays, usually, right? So, in this game, instead of just having the game speed up as the game goes, no, instead we want to make it a bit easier for casual players. So, if the player were to get hit, the camera would actually slow down quite a bit. Now, if this happens in the middle of an auto-scroller of this section, it'll actually slow the camera down quite a bit compared to the normal speed. So, luckily neither of our runners got hit in that section, and we're just going right into the boss rush. Looks like GG's actually taken an early death in the meteor section. This platforming area is definitely one of the harder ones, especially if you are not ending up to shoot the bullets that are incoming. It definitely makes a lot more to dodge in this area. Zombie's making some use of the slow motion mechanic here against Guppy, making sure he can get over that yellow roll. As he takes the lead over GG's death. Let's see if GG can get over that. He gets a purple roll, there we are. And gets the late reflect. That was really close with that backward katana hitbox there. For those who are not aware, the katana does actually have a small hitbox behind it, and in some cases like this, you can actually get another reflect out of it, even if the boss is right in, or has already passed. Now, Zombie is actually getting in here with a lot of slow motion against White, which I find to be a really nice strategy myself, even. Getting any extra damage in that you can would be really, really nice in this fight, especially when at such a skill level, or such a beginning set, I would think. White is not being very nice at all, though. Always keeping that shield away. Zombie is keeping his distance, though. Pretty good. And a very nice dodge from GG as well, as she gets halfway through it. About a half a boss fight between. She's caught up quite a bit. Taking a few hits on that shield throw, though. Finishes this up White with only 2 hits left for Bunny. This is a bit scary for both ends, actually. Looks like Zombie is going to finish it out with that slow motion. Very nice. GG taking one more hit. Oh my gosh. Come on. Very nicely finishes out Bunny with the last hit remaining, though. Now on to the warship level. This is going to be the 5th level in the game out of 7. Very much equally agreed to be the hardest level in the entire game. It's got a section called the Graveyard for a reason. She's having a bit of issues getting up the goop there. Zombie is moving into the segment slider fight, though. Let's see how our segments treat him today. Getting a lot of damage on that first phase, actually. Just about half health. GG's entrance. It's a pretty simple one. Looks like we're doing this fight in 3rd. Zombie getting a good reflect. That reflect is actually really harder than it looks to hit. That attack can be. Especially if it's on the top side, like we saw for GG here. GG getting a nice full reflect, though. I would say it looks like Zombie may be in a good place for a death skip on the next fight of this section. The second phase of this boss here, Nemkor 2 it would be. Running into a bit of a laser trouble there, though. Very nice reflect against the wall. GG is squeezing between the wall and a bubble. Very squishy. Yep. Just as you suspected, Zombie took a very nice death skip, or a death, intentional death there right before Nemkor 2. Nails the 2 reflects. GG is right up close and personal for Nemkor 1. Definitely a scarier way to go. But finish it off, and yes, he's also going for that intentional death. It's very nice. I'm getting all the reflex for this fight. Actually, every single one. Gigi's going for the early reflect on the dash. Very nice. And Zombie's just going to finish it out with the explosion. Gigi getting the double reflect. I think there may be just one other phase here to go through. It may be the dash. There you are. Oh no, with the miss! Zombie's taking quite a few hits in this graveyard section, though. See how this turns out. Squeezing in between the bubbles, like threading a needle. Will he be taking the intentional death here? He definitely has the time for the safety, I'd think. Depends on if he wants to go for it, though. She is taking her own load of hits in this graveyard. Zombie finishing out, or starting out, Anti-Battalion with a fun chain chomp. Let's go. And gets a shark for the finish, almost. Finishing it out with clouds, not bad. GG getting a lot of, all of the reflex, in fact, on the missiles. That's really, really good. As long as you hit all of them, that's actually more damage than not hitting any, so... We complain about missiles so much, but really, is it all that much lost DPS? It's a pretty big amount of lost DPS. Let's be real. GG finishing up with Shark, around 20 seconds behind, 24 seconds. Reason I know that is because the cutscene is around that long. Zombie is finishing up, starting out with a showdown. This will be interesting to see if Zombie or GG are going to be going for any kind of death skip here. You can actually skip this 12-second animation by dying at a certain time in this level. But I do think at least getting through phase 1 without taking any hits would be really in the best mindset, especially for beginner runners. Considering phase 3, it is a very good idea to keep it on the safe end, especially with such a lead. Getting a nice double purple reflect, but doesn't hit either of them. It's kind of rough. Meanwhile, GG is finishing out her first phase. Zombie is just getting into its third. Ah! GG gets a bad teleport. Sometimes with Val, you just do not know where she's going to teleport, so it can be very, very rough if you're dashing in midair. I'll be missing out on quite a few reflects from that bullet attack. From the portals. Meanwhile, GG is moving into her round 3 as well. Onto the final section. Does not seem like Zombie is going for any kind of death skip here, so GG can save up some time. I do know she's been attempting the death skip at least. Ooh, GG getting some really, really nice spawns there. They're getting the first taunt. No, Zombie's going for the full-on fight. No shield lock here. You can actually time your taunts depending on the... Well, I've recently found it almost works. If you look at the background, there is some sparkling white lights when you taunt. And yes, it does look like Gigi is actually going to be going for the death skip here. Right as Valentine rises up off the ground, she dies and saves that 12-second cutscene. Definitely saving a bunch of time here over Zombie. Get the first taunt. Let's see if she can get the double. Oh, that's gonna be close. No, she barely misses that. A little bit too late on that, but Zombie is finishing out. Oh my gosh, she barely gets... Oh, that was such a close one. And with the second lock, Gigi is saving so much time over that. (29, 30-second start on Mantis. 22:30. See how far we are. Almost exactly a 30-second difference. See how we're able to get around that here, if at all. Zombie is not actually going to get that first laser skip. Fortunate to see. And with the double reflect, don't believe we actually saw any purple reflects on Mantis either. We may have on Gigi's end. Ooh, Gigi's going with my route, or the route that I normally would take. Very good. Good on the laser skip there. Just opening into Whale Core as Zombie's starting out that Spider Core. Nearly missing the mines there. Let's see if Zombie can get any of the missiles. Spider Core, you definitely want to see the giant purple missile attack. It'll make him take a bunch of damage like that and just fall out down to the other side. Nearly missing that leg on the fall as well. Just one boss between both. This is really all going to come down to rival. Gigi getting the nice 2 reflects and the instant rocket. Oh my gosh, that is so hard to hit instantly. If you hit any, well, most projectiles before they actually start moving, they lose their reflect entirely, and you don't get any extra damage for it. Meanwhile, you will likely actually get you'll get hit yourself by that incoming projectile. So that is definitely one of the rougher attacks to hit instantly. That may have been even a frame 1 reflect. Somebody's taking quite a few hits on Crawling Core here. Ooh, this is not a... I don't know what I was going to say there. This is a very scary looking start for Zombie here. If Gigi can round this out... Yep, Zombie is definitely going to take an intentional death here. Some mines. Let's see if we can get some good RNG on his end. Gets a purple reflect, but misses the huge damage from it. So Gigi is going to barely round out the Crawling Core right before it dashes into her. That's very nice. Good on the damage there. Zombie does hit on the second. Rockets. Zombie's just gonna skip out on that tennis. Not one to risk it. Or take the time in order to do such small damage, possibly. We'll see. Right. With that, Zombie takes the first win of the round. Gigi does actually go for an up-close and personal tennis. That is definitely a scary thing to do with this amount of health. Very nice tennis dodges, or katana dodges as well. GG's to Zombie on the first win. We got at least one more race to go up. Oh my goodness. Don't scare me like that, GG, please. Alright, with that, we've got about a 31-second difference. GG's both runners. First win of the day will be going to Zombie. Go ahead and add that onto the overlay here. As soon as it happens. I think we may actually need, considering what I've heard from previously, seems like we may want to end up taking a break. I believe Zombie had been saying something about a dinner break. Not quite sure.
Oh my god.
Excited? Excited, Zombie? 30 seconds between both the runners. So, that I believe we may just be going right into our round 2. And with that, I believe it does actually look like Zombie had just gotten a new PB. It's always great to see. Congrats on the new PB, dude. Alrighty, it looks like our racers are readying up right now. So we'll be seeing next race very shortly. In this case, again, for those who are not aware, this actually is a tournament with a prize pool. We've got the folks at Speedrun Academy who are actually sponsoring, providing the prize pool for this tournament. The victor will be getting a $75 Australian dollar Steam gift card, and the runner-up will be getting a 25 Australian dollar gift card. So, for Steam. So huge thanks to them. If you don't know already, Speedrun Academy is an up-and-coming speedrun guide website. There are tons of games on there already with a ton of new up-and-coming guides to beginning into speedruns like this one, including, but not limited to, Bleed 2, Hollow Knight, Celeste, I believe, even has one. So go ahead and check that out. Let's see. Looks like we're just about ready to get into the next run. Our runners are learning about score. There are score runs of this game. There are not many, but some people do them. They're fun. You get like a high style rank at the very start of the game, and then you just go through the levels without getting hit. It's easy. Just don't get hit. It's perfect. Amazing. The best strategy, 100%. It's always guaranteed. It'll win you the run every time. Perfect. Free PB every time, every run. I believe we are going to get right into it. Not sure if we are getting a reset for the timer. Let me try it and see if we can get that over here. What? Alrighty. And for anyone else who does not know, this overlay was brought to you by yours truly. I worked a bit on this overlay. I don't know. I felt like I really wanted to go with a sort of space theme. The first thing that I wanted to go with was a theme based around the warship level. But then I thought, why not? Let's go around and switch it up to a sort of launch spacey theme. And then I found out how to do the like select areas of red and galaxy colors in the background, and I was like, wow, I want to do more of this. So I just kept on going with it. Ended up putting a planet at the bottom, and then used the segment slider platform as the nameplate bar. So it's pretty cool. I think the ship lights are also the winning icons as well. Or like little bolts that are on the ship or something. On the Nemesis. I believe we are ready for timer countdown. Alrighty. We're gonna go ahead and get this on the road from 3 on go. On God. On go. On God. Yes. On God. So, do it in 3, 2, 1, go! We'll be starting off in a few seconds here. But I think I did a pretty good job. I really wish I could open up commissions again, but funny little me can't decide on prices. So, we'll see when that happens. If you want to check out more, I'm on Twitter. You can check out my Twitter page at The Real Jackets. But right now, it seems like our runners are ready to roll. Once the delay catches up. Alrighty, here we are. Oh, Gigi's got to make sure to switch over to normal. There we go. I was not in the correct chat. There we go. We are all ready and out the gate. I'm getting a bit of wall jumps in, getting Gigi in for a quick lead. More than quite a few, oh my gosh. Gigi with the instant reflect, and Zombie heading right behind. And again, level 1 is not to say about how the entire run will go, so we shall see how it commences. Gigi's getting a very, very good early jump there. Always nice to see. And Zombie finishes out. Zombie getting a lot of damage in, actually, right before the roll, right before the jump happened. They did miss out on a bit of time by not slowing down time right when the boss hit the floor. You can actually miss a bit of a laughing animation, and he may also jump like and roll a little bit before the fight actually starts if you don't slow down time right then. With that, GG is done with our blast jumper. Zombie is just a few seconds behind. I wonder how long I was actually watching the stream on the Twitch. No, I don't know. Anyway. Into our auto scroller again. Health not mattering very too much. I think we can all get past Miracore pretty simply on normal. Not to curse any streams, any runs, no. This fight can definitely be rough, especially if you're in that beginning place. GG seems to be staying. Backing up a little bit for these other reflects here. Zombie's not getting all the purples he wants, though. GG. Going a little high on that dash, but rounds out that fight with 1 health. I seem to be seeing a pattern here. Risky plays are playing out, though. With a more than a 5-second lead outside of level 1. Out of level 1. It's going to be really interesting, I think, just to see how much these racers end up evolving their routes and their strategies during this race, I'd say. That's probably one of the things that I'm most excited to see as far as any kind of progress goes for these runners as they go on. If they do continue to speedrun the game. Dang, GG is missing quite a few of those big reflects there. Still rounding out that fight. Zombie is getting a nice on-screen attack by Kitty Chopper, which is always great to see instead of the off-screen one. Of course, we do want to be actually hitting the bosses as much as possible, so when they go off-screen, it's not that great. I do like the cautious platforming on Zombie's end, though. That'll definitely help when it comes to the rocket fight, or the rocket phase right before Rex Rocket comes out. GG getting a very nice reflect there. Let's see if Zombie can get that matching RNG like last time. There it is. Going for it and gets the kill. Nice. Very nicely done. GG may actually be in the mood for an intentional death in this section. Looks like she may actually be just going for the fight, though. Definitely quite the difference in health here, though. Definitely gonna be a scary fight for GG here. Especially on controller, where that aim is the most important part of the fight. One actually pretty interesting thing to note here, the way that Zombie is actually aiming at Valentine. This is pretty early on as far as a reason or a strategy that we've found. As far as aiming anything in Bleed 2, the way that it works is that it aims, of course, towards the cursor. Now, what's a way in order to make your projectiles even more precise? You gotta aim behind the target so that they actually fix in on a part that's far further off from your actual location. If you want to be hitting something, aiming behind it will allow you to hit more bullets. Now, they are both finishing off level 2. Still less than a 5-second lead. Definitely going to be interesting how this one goes. Please, don't take a shot every time I say definitely. You will die. God. Anyways. It will definitely be intriguing to see whether or not we're going to be seeing any kind of katana strategies between now and the grand finals, though. That is something to look out for from these runners. Very good knowledge of the hitbox on Gigi's end, making sure that she won't get hit by those yellow bullets there. Pretty rough positioning between those birds for a zombie, though. Of course, in this section, if you do kill these enemies faster, we would like to think that the next wave spawns sooner. Probably not true, but anyway, it would seem to be. We don't science a lot of things in this community, so it's ripe for optimization. Very nice low hop there for Gigi there. It may actually seem like Zombie may be in a place for an intentional death on Ninja 2. See if he takes a second hit. Yep. There we go, and nice. Okay. She's not going. Oh, there it is. Okay. Part of me forgot that you can actually dive off the cliff and get hit that way, but that'll work too. Ah, missing out on the one slash. That is definitely going to take up some time. Nailing that second one, though. I do like the trail. Like, you'll notice in some of these that people actually end up falling alongside bosses as they're falling to the ground. I don't know how they aim the bullets and do that while focusing on movement and the boss. I don't know how they do it. I've tried to do it against rivals so many times, it just does not work in my brain. But somehow they make it work, and it works really well. So, kudos on that. Gigi's getting really low here. Double hit, nails the reflect, nice. Meanwhile, Zombie is going into that cautious platforming. But I like it. I like it a lot. Gigi just knows she cannot hit that reflect, so just ignores and dodges them bullets. Very nice finisher, again, with the 1 health. Gigi just loves making our hearts race. She does. And Zombie finishing out as well. Speaking of, Gigi ends up skipping some dialogue manually. Giving Plucky some words of encouragement, sure. I like it. Totally manipulating the RNG of the levels. That's how it works, right? Yeah, sure. Okay. On to Chaff Spammer. Are we gonna get one? Yep. A fun thing about Chaff Spammer, actually, this was one of the bosses, one of the only bosses where you could actually end up skipping it. Now, later on in game development, the developer actually ended up deciding to fix this. Now, like I said previously with the large bullet delaying boss spawns, or delaying the check of the boss spawning, that happened with Chaff Spammer here, and you could just skip the tell that Chaff Spammer is alive. So the game would just open up the path and you could just head out the door. It was great. But at the same time, the developer had of course, the rational thought, what if somebody accidentally ends up doing this in their first playthrough? And for that reason, the game ended up having it scrapped out, and, well, scrapped out, having that bug fixed, and we do not have that skip any longer. Now, Chaff Spammer was the main boss that was actually fixed on, so if we can find any other point where we can reflect a bullet back before a boss spawns, it may still end up having a skippable boss in the game. I've actually accidentally done that against the Shield Invader before, but with that fight, I mean, I saved, what, 0.4 milliseconds, so not that big, and I haven't been able to replicate it, so. It exists, though! It can happen! So, all we need to do is find timing and find the setup, which we did have for Chaff Spammer. All we gotta do is put in the effort. Speaking of effort, though, we are rounding out a bit of a lead here. Looks like Zombie is taking quite a few hits in this fight, in this level. Looking pretty scary for the white fight coming in, but Gigi is not looking so much better herself. Oh, with the close dodges. Gigi is definitely going to round out with that. Oh my gosh! With the intentional death there. Zombie taking the unintentional death against the worms, though, that is definitely going to be a rough time to get back. See if he can take that lead back up, though. Worms are definitely one of the bosses. Definitely one of the bosses that you just don't want to be dying unintentionally on. With how much time they stay in the background or off the screen, that can rack up time a lot very quickly. Both runners are just sticking to the guns for this fight, though. Honestly, I like it. People say Katana is the easier strat. I disagree. Katana is making you go up way closer with the boss, and having those missiles right next to you is really, really scary, especially in a racing scenario. With that, we got at least one boss between both. Let's see if GG can take this to the end. Maybe we can see a PB in both corners tonight. I find that yellow bullet invader there is really hard to avoid, honestly. I've run into him on quite a few of my own runs. Just needing to know where to aim can be one of those really, really hard things that you just gotta look into. That I still struggle with to this day, to be honest. Constantly hitting enemies I don't want to hit, or hitting the enemies I do. You can getting about a quarter of the health in. Low health is not looking good, though. Nice low hop. Oh, GG with a death! Brings Zombie back in the lead! Segment Slider is definitely one of those rougher bosses that you gotta deal with. Especially on controller, this is really tough. Oh my gosh! Zombie actually nailed that. I was sure they were gonna get there, but apparently nearly avoiding that segment there. GG positioning perfectly so she can get that aim on the boss. It's still anybody's game, honestly. Half health in Worship is nothing to be confident about, honestly. Even for my own runs, I would not be confident with half health in this level. I would definitely want to look into maybe fixing in a intentional death here. See if we get one on the second phase. GG can save up some time with a reflect on this boss. He's taking a bit of health herself, though. There we go. Catching up that lead. At this point, it's anybody's game, honestly. We got just barely more health taken over on Zombie's end. More health taken by the boss and by the player. GG getting a double reflect and nails it. Even with such little space. Nice, getting the one reflect in. That's better than nothing. Oh no! Okay. GG, please. Please with the death. I'm sure she is right here. Zombie is going in with half health. That is pretty scary, though. Any one mistake in this section can definitely bring it down. Especially right over here. No! Okay. GG slides on through and onto the top platform. Very nice. Zombie's not looking too good at two health for anti-battalion, though. See if we can get any of those Pac-Men in. GG starting out with one. This could definitely bring the lead. Nice with the purple reflect. Zombie is right behind her, though. Just nailing out that extra damage. Ah, GG not getting the longer saw blade, though. GG is finishing off with the Pac-Man, though. And just barely ahead. GG takes the lead. We are going to be neck and neck for this entire race, folks. Oh my gosh. With that, the warship is down. Very interesting, though. We've got about a 10-second faster time on Zombie's side. So GG must have saved the 10 seconds elsewhere. Also, welcome to the stream, Ali. Not sure if you've been watching and lurking, but welcome on in. Ooh, nice catch on those low guppies there. Those guys can be really rough, just squeezing on in there. Squeezing right in your way. He's still got like a 2, maybe 3 seconds ahead here. See what we got. Just one reflect, but didn't quite hit the target. Zombie doesn't either, though. Come on. Even less time between them now. Oh my gosh. Alright. Some might argue this section may actually even be easier with a controller to aim at her, since you can just immediately flick the stick in a certain direction. But mouse, you gotta drag it all the way across the screen sometimes. Of course, that depends on sensitivity. Anyways. We really want to see is those purple reflects, and Gigi nails it. The 12 seconds is gonna catch up here. Oh my gosh, that kept Gigi in the lead. Holy cow. The taunts both coming off at the exact same time. Gigi actually getting the taunt lock. She's gonna get the second one. I think that's within range. With that, Gigi takes a massive lead. Still, nothing is set in stone. We've got one whole level to go. We got one more rival to fight. So, anything can happen here. There is so much left that can define this race. Oh my gosh. Starting out on Mantis. Taking an early hit there. Not what we want to see. But are we able to get... Nope, we are going to get a yellow. Not the greatest. But we take what we can get. Simultaneous stabbies. Got about... Oh, missing the reflect though. That might cost him. Oh, with the double hit. We may very well be seeing an intentional death in this level. I'd say possibly Spider Core here. Depends on how we fare against Whale Core though. Getting a very nice laser skip. Zombie be able to hit it this time? Ooh, just barely nice. Good. Oh, Zombie missing out on the second reflect though. GG getting quite a few, but none of them in a good position. Getting a bit of off-screen on GG's end, which allows Zombie to take up some of that lead. Take back some time. Oh my gosh. GG has yet... I'm not going to say anything. GG is not going to be going for this intentional death here. Might be saving it for Rival. We shall see. Hitting that giant missile, nice. Perfect reflect on both ends. Double hit for Zombie though. And with another purple right at the end. Wow. A little bit of my own salt in there a little bit. Going for world records and not getting those purple missiles. That's a struggle. Both starting into Crawling Core here. Community known Mole Core for some reason. I don't know. Ooh, Gigi starting out with a nice first reflect. That is exactly what she wants to see to keep this lead. I mean, making out a good path to get out. Keeping it up, too. Getting a chase scene for Zombie here. Meanwhile, Gigi is at 2 health going into Rival. I have a big feeling that we're going to be getting a death skip here, which will be saving Zombie a bit of time. I do like the change in the and the deaths on Rival. Previously, we've seen racers just run straight into him. Now we're getting to see the dashes playing out a bit more. Getting a yellow reflect for Gigi here. It is actually coming down to this final fight. Getting a lot of free damage in from that giant missile. Not on the zombies' end. More yellow reflects. This is not what Gigi's wanting to see. Get a tennis match that Zombie just skips out on. Not one to do that at this health. I wouldn't either in a race, honestly. Gigi is also skipping out on it, but running low on a bit of health here. Gets the reflect. Oh, just barely hitting that top reflect there. This is coming down to the wire. Oh my gosh. Oh my god! Holy cow! With that, Gigi gets the win! Delay? Holy cow. Okay. That final kick reflect. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That may even be closer than the race that we had between Nuvi and Aviona last tournament. Oh my gosh. By the millisecond, Zombie was at a 27:30.75, and Gigi won with a 27:30.39. Holy cow. Okay, after that, we are taking a well-deserved bit of a break for our racers. Gonna get a bit of a water break. Stay hydrated. Get your nerves calmed down for this final race, because this is going to be a very big butt clincher. This is gonna be edge of your seat race. We've got good one coming. I am so excited to see who is going to be in our third and final losers bracket run. Of course, they will be facing off the winner or the loser of whoever is in the other round that's coming up. I believe it's next week, possibly the week after. I'm not quite sure when our next scheduled race is between Aliana and DOA, but the winner of this round will be facing off against the loser of the next round, and then that winner shall finally be in the grand finals. I'm super stoked. I am so excited, so unbelievably hyped for the end of this tournament. Oh my gosh. With that race, I am sweating. Holy cow, I cannot even imagine what our racers are going through right now. Oh, what a close run. GG to both. That was insane. I'm gonna go cuckoo crazy. Zombie, you are doing fantastic. Holy cow. Ah. Got a bit of game free, it looked like. We'll see how this turns out. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely insane. I cannot wait to go into our post-race interviews. Holy cow. Oh boy. Shall we get our second victory tag on? I believe our stream may have frozen. Let me see if I can refresh it here. Everybody is doing great so far. If you haven't already and you're interested in playing this game or looking at this game right now, I turned up the Windows volume. Yes. Right now, the game is actually on sale on Nintendo Switch for, I believe it's actually $3.75, which is an absolutely insane deal. If you want Lead 2 on the go, holy cow, get that now. And on Steam, I believe right now it is at usual $2 right now, which is still an insane deal. So you can definitely get tons of hours out of this game. It's the only new game that we're seeing as well. This game has 6 different characters, like 4 different game modes. We've got story mode, arcade, endless, and challenge mode to go about. And we've got tons of weapons that we're not even getting the chance to see in this tournament. So there is definitely tons to get out of this game if you want to go into it. Get some racer chaps going on here. Alright. I think we are just about ready to go. Get your down. Good out really good here. Right, so we'll be seeing the start of the 3rd and final race very shortly here. Let's see if we can get our stream to be working. Let's see if this can come on here. Yep, we are working on it right now, I believe. Gotta get that light for Gigi. There we go. Okay. We should be getting Gigi's winning mark very shortly here, but they are off on their 3rd race. Gigi is beating through this first level. Zombie's getting stuck on a few enemies here and there, but still through the same. Gigi's on quite a bit lower health than Zombie here, though. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, barely getting that dodge on the bullet there for Zombie's end. Yet again, we have barely any difference in level 1 as per usual. Very nice to see. On the Blast Jumper, Gigi gets a start with a yellow reflect and the dash, but she misses it. Meanwhile, Zombie is getting both reflects, the best RNG that you can actually get on Blast Jumper. What a sight to see. Blast Jumper, or Zombie with a 122? Holy cow. That is insane. That is actually incredible. I think out of that fight, I am at like a 110 or something, or 115 explosion at 120. So that is really fast time. GG. Good job, GJ. Good game. Not to be confused with the other racer here. Meanwhile, he is starting right on Mirror Core, getting a bunch of reflects in at the start. Very nice. Good to see. Meanwhile, Zombie's just going for normal strats, getting a big reflect out of it. Very nice. Zombie's getting all the good RNG today. Wow. Just about 3 seconds between them from finishing the level, though. There we are. There's GG's victory. Little bit of slow, a little bit of delay on GG's end. So we gotta keep that in mind. I think considering Gigi is actually running the PC version of Bleed 2, she may actually have the auto splitter running as well. So that may be a very accurate time as far as the last run went. She may actually be able to save up some time with the great RNG, but she does at least get the on-screen attacks. That's very nice. Quite a few hits, though. It's definitely rough to see. Each getting through tunnel on their own. GG spacing out those dashes like a pro. Amazing. Very good. Zombie getting a nice reflect against semi-core here. Definitely. That's always what you want to see here. Always. Always 100%. Double reflect? What the heck? That never happens. Enter your bingo cards. Never ever happens in any run whatsoever. You're running out of dashes there. Scary. But she's out of the fight. Ooh, Zombie with a barely missed wall jump damage. That situation especially can be really scary to dodge against. I believe they did actually start synced, or GG may have been a little bit behind. I did not quite catch the start of it myself. I was doing the countdown still. There we are. Or I was looking at the actual Twitch stream rather than the other stream I have open. Zombie getting the double reflect. Very nice. If it was a little bit higher, that would have not gone through, but GG get it too. Nice. Very good. No mistakes. Let's go. On the third section, goes for the car. Pretty clean clear right there. I'd say the blue car is probably one of my favorites to actually attack against, because Katana works really nicely against it. Holy cow! That was so close on GG's end. Nearly missing that first car. With that, level 2 has been cleared. Onto the chase, and Zombie is ready to roll. Ready to roll with Red Sprite. She's really wanting to see all the purples that she can get in order to catch up to this lead. I mean, that's really the rule, isn't it? Always want to see the purples. Zombie actually missing out on the first one there. Kept on some yellows, but does not actually hit the purple reflect. Meanwhile, GG hits one. Zombie hit quite a few on the right side. Very nice. She is finishing up around 7-ish seconds behind. Maybe 10. Zombie clearing out drones like they are nothing, because they are nothing. It's like the dirt in your teeth. Gotta clear them all out. Gigi will again be able to save a bit of time by shooting at Ninja before she slashes. Which actually, on a controller, that is really hard to do. So, kudos on that. Well played. Starting into phase 2, and what we get? Yellow. Very not bad at all. That is not what we're wanting to see. There we are. The purple. Gigi is catching up and takes the lead with the double reflect there. The pair of reflects. I don't know what I was trying to say at the first there. Into bullet hell, we really got to be careful with what we're doing, especially on Gigi's end. Definitely do not want to be seeing another one of those 1 health level 3 finishers. Especially in this kind of situation with the lead that she's got. Oh, cool. I believe we are also running a auto splitter on both ends. Not quite positive on Gigi's, but I know she's on the PC version of the game. So I believe that is what we're running. Oh, just barely getting back onto that missile. Very nice spacing of the dashes there on Gigi's end. And with the falling falling death on Rex Rocket there for Gigi. Making sure she is ready for those missiles to explode by falling preemptively. Getting into the launch, Zombie is taking quite a bit of a lead, actually. Stuck a bit in the platforming sections, though. We are for sure starting to see a lot of the dashing come out a lot more than what walking we were seeing earlier on in the tournament, though, which is really, really good to see. Great improvements all around. Uh-oh. A little bit of freezing on Gigi's end. I believe that's just the delay. There we are. Delay catching up. Into the auto-scroller, and we are neck and neck again. I think Gigi's actually taking a bit of a lead here. Oh, but Gigi with the hit taken! Both! Okay. This could have been worse. This could have been worse. Okay, we're good. We're out. We're free. We're home free. Please. Yes. Okay, we're good. Right. Gotcha. Okay. So we are back in action. The delay has been fixed. Gigi is finishing up, trying to dodge away from these bullets. Not sure if he actually knows he can actually shoot them. Though it may be a bit hard to handle, especially on a controller. I do know that for a fact. I cannot move and shoot for the life of me on a controller. Zombie possibly thinking the slow motion might get more damage in on Guppy. It does decrease the DPS by a little bit when you are slowing down time, so that is something to keep in mind. there is less than a second difference here. Gigi is actually going to be going for the intentional death. We do not want to be seeing one of the unintentional ones on Gibby and Stu again. I still don't know if that's worth it. I still don't know if that rapid fire reflect is any worth it. But GG is definitely losing quite a bit of time on the intentional death there. Zombie's moving on to white, and they're both actually at equal health footing. This might be a scary white fight for both. Zombie's just going for the safer reflect on white. Very good, I agree. Double. Double. GG getting out of the way of those missiles. Coming in very, very hot. Oh no. Too close for that reflect. I don't think she actually was wanting to go for it there, which was very scary considering that positioning. Zombie getting out with just one hit against Bunny. He is no in a very scary place with white and takes the death. Oh, more than halfway through that fight. Almost 2 bosses ahead as of right now for Zombie. Two bosses and one of them being Robo White. We'll see how Worship goes though. Worship is definitely one of those runs where you just want to play it as safe as possible. See if that safety will end up being slow enough for GG to catch up. GG's still getting hit by that bullet there. Not getting out there scot-free, but from the ship parts, she is for sure. Got our switch over to Zombie, who's making very good use of that slow motion, getting between those segments there. Ooh, very close land on that platform. Meanwhile, GG's just finishing up with the launch. The level name for a second there. That we got more squeezing between the bullets here. I guess Zombie was liking that from the previous race. Less risk than the than actually destroying them. Silly bot, very silly. Imagine advertising your own tournament schedules on your own channel. No, not SpeedGaming. We're all good, it's fine. Bots do their own thing. On to Nemesis Core 2. Zombie's at a bit of a scary health situation here, though. We'll see how this runs out for him. Very nice reflect on the boss there, though. And GG does actually hit the bullet reflect on I'm mixing the two up now. On segment slider here. Will likely be going for the intentional death on this next section. No! She is going all in. And ends up taking the death. Taking the death for it. Yeah. At that point, I definitely say just going for that death would have been a better play there, but at this time, can you really blame her? With this kind of lead that Zombie's got, we've got to see some amazing RNG go down, or some misplays on Zombie's end. Get some Really good close play against Nemesis Core 2 here, though. Very quick reflect, too. Zombie is making sure not to make the same mistake as last time, going around and over the overhang section. Overhang, not underhang. Nah. She's getting 2 explosives in, almost 3. Very nice. Get a bit of a shark going for Zombie. Almost with that instant reflect on Nemesis Core 2. Fun fact, that is one of the bosses that you can actually reflect instantaneously as soon as he starts glowing. One of the very few bosses in the game where you can do that. Missing the second one, though! Meanwhile, Zombie is just about to finish up Anti-Battalion on that saw blade. Taking it out for the count. We are about at a 40-second, or at least a 40-50 second difference here. I do know that the anti-battalion fight on its own takes roughly about 40 seconds. In addition to the auto-scroller, or the cutscene here. Cutscene is like 25 seconds, boss is like 35-ish, maybe like 25. GG going for the death in the section a little bit later than she'd expect, but definitely going to go through here in the safest way possible, or one of them. I'm gonna be going for all just the straight damage they can get. Taking out first phase of Valentine. Meanwhile, GG is setting up on Anti-Battalion. See if we can get any of those Pac-Men. Not first try. There we go. Second try for Pac-Man. We get the purple too. Nice. Very good reflect there. And the very low fall from the saw blade. Very nice. Bullet heck. Bullet heck for the real. For a fact, it is a bullet heck game. It's not quite up there, but it's kind of a little bit close, I'd say. This is, of course, on normal difficulty, so the players will have a bit of an easier time than on hard or very hard, or the too hard mutator difficulty. But this is no Toho, no. Yeah, this is probably as close to bullet hell as it would get. One of the close to bullet hell attacks. Yeah, we're about 1 minute and 40 seconds between them. 2D platformer shooter with bullet heck mechanics and slow motion that you won't be seeing much of here. Probably. We'll see. These are, of course, beginner runners, so we will possibly be seeing a bit of more safer strategies than you would see on a normal world record run. This is going to actually cost Zombie quite a bit. We've actually got a missed taunt in the last Valentine. We have a double! Zombie is gonna skip out on a lot of time here. Definitely waiting quite a bit longer on Zombie? What is happening here? It looks like Zombie may be going AFK? We had a huge lead on Zombie's end. But GG is just taking this and going with it. Maybe? It looks like we have AFK on Zombie's end, but with this, Gigi is just getting through this phase 3. No, Zombie's using keyboard and mouse. Gigi is taking all that she can get here. She is going and finishing out the phase. Could be a keyboard issue. Right. I do know previously we have had Zombie break or like take a break for dinner in the past, so it's possible that that could be what's happening right now. Meanwhile, Gigi is starting out on phase 3, getting that first taunt in. Let's see if we can get the field lock this time. Right now, ooh, just barely. And then again, very nicely done. There we go. With that, Gigi has taken the minute and 40-second lead. This may very well be the most unfortunate thing that we get to see on Zombie's end. I don't think we're seeing anything happening in the Discord or anything right now. Looks like it. Either that or they want to pull off a brilliant show here. Right. Meantime, Gigi is getting started on Mantis Core, getting a purple reflect right off to start. Does not get the extra damage from staying inside, though. Missing out on a little bit of DPS there. How much time saving? It's easy mode. That is a very good question. Well, on easy difficulty, it is probably like 40 seconds faster, maybe? This is me shouting numbers in the dark. I have no idea, honestly. I've ran all the categories, and I don't know how much faster they are. Let's see. YouTube, Story New Game Easy Runs. Let's see. Seems I don't have my current PB uploaded to YouTube. Perfect. Anyways, we do have a bit of a missed deflect on Gigi's end. It's unfortunate to see. Sometimes if you hit the reflect in a different position than opposite of where it's coming from, the deflect just goes away and like makes the projectile a normal one. God, Zombie is losing so much time here. Definitely unfortunate to see. World record is 38 seconds faster on easy and normal. Well, considering it's my record, I don't know if I've actually uploaded that to speedrun.com yet. Story New Game Easy world record is currently at a 22:30 right now. So it's roughly around 58 seconds. Or, no. Oh, there he is. Something's happening in the Discord here. I can't load it because I'm not connected to the internet. Yeah, it does seem like Zombie did actually have an IRL interruption right now. So, in this case, it seems like he is not coming back. What is the schedule looking like? Looks like we have a pause on Gigi's end as well. Well, I mean, we have time until 8 o'clock p.m., which is another hour. I mean, Yeah. This is a good question. Shall we, or are we able to get another race in due to interruption? We shall see. Let me see what the other moderators are thinking here. Let me see if we can look a bit further into this here. Just going through other ideas. I am very willing to stick around if we are doing another third race. A rerun, as it were. I've got all the time tonight. So I guess we're going to be seeing Gigi finish up this round and then be on for another matchup. That's one more race that we get to see. And hopefully without any kind of interruptions as well. Anytime, Gigi does look like she's going to be finishing up this run, so we will see how this goes. Practice is practice, right? Can't hurt. Other than just take a bit of extra time, but that's fine. We've got plenty of time till the next race comes. There we go. Not hitting the deflects. It's rough. She's getting really close to death here, though. Come on. And finishing out with the tennis. Pistols, there we are. GG with the off-screen kill. GG gets the finish. In 30 minutes, because the timer, like, ran off and pause and stuff. Yeah. Good game. So I guess we are going to be doing another round. Stick around for more. Or in this case, we may also be able to do just a secondary round in the future. Yeah, it looks like we're actually going to be scheduling this a little bit later on. So stick around and follow Bleed Running on Twitter at Bleed Running for more information regarding this. Of course, if you're not already, you can go ahead and join the Discord server, which is on screen right now, or in the chat. If you go to type Bleed2, you can see the tournament bracket as well as the link to the Discord server as well. So right now, seems like we'll be scheduling it a bit later on, and we will see you guys in the next tourney race. Of course, we will try our best to see if we can have this scheduled for another SpeedGaming, broadcast. We'll see what happens as far as which channel it will be on. It'll depend on the day and when it will be scheduled. I may not be commentating myself, but I'm sure we should be able to get another commentator instead. So we'll see you guys next time. And Meantime, you can actually go over to, let me see another Speed Gaming channel, because I'm sure we have tons of other events going on right now. Let's see. Do we? Do we have any other events going on right now? Hold on. Because I don't actually know. Yeah, we've got a crystal key item randomizer if it's still going on, which I didn't see it. Hold on. Am I blind? Nope. I don't know. We'll see you guys around. I've been Jackets, and that was a lot of fun. See you guys next time.